All right, let's dive into a place where the food scene is as hot as the desert sun. Dubai.
Oh, I like that.
If you've ever dreamt of opening a restaurant or just want to sound like a serious foodie at your next dinner party, this one's for you. We're talking about the hottest restaurant concepts in Dubai right now. And trust me, this isn't just about gold-plated hummus.
You're right to think beyond the bling. Though Dubai does love its luxury, what's fascinating about this city is that it's a melting pot of cultures with a serious appetite for dining out. It creates this incredible petri dish for restaurant concepts.
Okay, so paint me a picture. We've all heard Dubai is dooming, but what makes it such a unique playground for restaurateurs? According to this Manuvio report,
Imagine a city with a sky-high per capita income where people are literally flying in from all over the world to spend money on experiences. That's Dubai. The Manuvio report calls out that the government is incredibly supportive of the food and beverage industry. Seeing it as a key driver of economic growth, they're practically rolling out the red carpet for innovative restaurant concepts.
so it's not just about people with money, but a culture where spending that money on incredible food is almost expected.
Precisely. The report talks about how Dubai's government has streamlined the process of opening a restaurant, especially for international restaurateurs. They want to attract the best of the best.
Okay, so we've got a city with a huge appetite for dining out, a government that's basically handing you a spatula and saying, go make something amazing. But what's actually trending? Let's start with the high rollers. The report spends a good chunk of time on luxury dining in Dubai. What makes it so special? It can't just be fancy ingredients, right?
You're right. It's about more than just truffles and caviar. Dubai's luxury dining scene is almost a competition to create the most exclusive, over-the-top, Instagrammable experience possible. This is where you find those Michelin-starred chefs experimenting with rare ingredients, crafting those picture-perfect dishes, and often, the restaurants themselves are an architectural feat.
Okay, so give me an example. What kind of place embodies this Dubai luxury dining experience?
Well, the report mentions a Calendar atmosphere, which sits atop the Burj Khalifa.
Hold on, you mean the tallest building in the world?
The very same. Can you imagine the view? It's not just dinner, it's a statement. Or take Pirchik, where you're essentially dining over the Arabian Gulf. These places aren't just selling food, they're selling an entire experience.
Okay, that makes sense. But I have to ask, what about people who want a taste of authentic Dubai? Is there space for that amongst all the glitz and glamour?
Absolutely. The report actually emphasizes a parallel trend toward authentic Middle Eastern cuisine. Think about it. Dubai is deeply rooted in Middle Eastern culture, and in recent years, there's been a resurgence of interest in those traditional flavors and cooking techniques.
So it's a smart move for restaurateurs to tap into that desire for authentic experiences. What kind of dishes should I be looking for if I want a taste of that traditional Dubai?
Well, you can't go wrong with a classic meze platter. Imagine a table piled high with hummus, tabbouleh, that smoky baba ganoush. It's a feast for the senses. Then you've got mansaf, a traditional Jordanian dish. Slow-cooked lamb, incredibly tender. And of course, no exploration of Dubai's food scene would be complete without mentioning shawarma.
Okay, sure, I know. That's street food royalty. But the report makes it clear that it's not just about slapping some meat on a spit. What are these authentic Middle Eastern restaurants doing differently?
It's about doing the simple things incredibly well. The report highlights restaurants like Al Nafura, known for its traditional Lebanese fare, and Zahira, which offers a more modern take on Middle Eastern cuisine. They're laser-focused on authentic flavors, sourcing high-quality ingredients, and creating an atmosphere that transports you. Diners are savvy. They can spot a cheap imitation from a mile away.
So we've got the ultra-luxurious and the traditionally authentic, both doing incredibly well. What does that tell you about the Dubai dining scene? It tells me that Dubai has an incredibly diverse dining scene that caters to a wide range of tastes and budgets, but it's also a city that's not afraid to experiment, to push boundaries, and that's where the really interesting stuff starts to happen.
Exactly. The Manuvio report digs into this fusion food craze that's sweeping Dubai. Think about it. You've got flavors and culinary traditions from all over the world converging in this one city. It's a recipe for culinary innovation.
Okay, so walk me through this. What kind of fusion combinations are we talking about here? Give me the good stuff.
Well, one of the hottest trends right now is Asian Middle Eastern fusion. Picture this. Sushi infused with the earthy, aromatic flavors of za'atar.
Za'atar on sushi. Now that's something I've got to try.
Or how about hummus with a spicy kick of wasabi? It's about taking familiar flavors and presenting them in a completely unexpected way.
It sounds like culinary fireworks. What about other fusion combinations?
Western Asian fusion is another big one. The report mentions things like Korean BBQ burgers, where the juicy, smoky flavors of Korean barbecue meet the all-American classic.
Okay, that's just inspired my next cheat meal. I'm sold on fusion. But let's be real, Dubai isn't all about indulgence, right? People are becoming more health conscious, and the Manuvial report touches on that as well. What's the scene like for healthier dining options?
It's true, Dubai might be known for its over-the-top experiences, but there's a growing awareness of wellness, and that's reflected in the restaurant scene.
So it's not just endless buffets and gold leaf desserts.
Not at all. The demand for fresh, organic ingredients, vegan and vegetarian options, gluten-free and keto-friendly choices, it's all there. Restaurants are realizing that catering to these dietary needs isn't just a niche market anymore, it's essential.
Are there any standout examples of restaurants that are doing this well, walking the walk, not just talking the talk?
Absolutely. The report highlights Wild in the Moon, a plant-based cafe that's incredibly popular. They focus on cold-pressed juices, smoothie bowls, organic snacks, basically, healthy food on the go.
So they're tapping into that desire for convenience without sacrificing health. Smart. What about something a little fancier? Is there a place for healthy fine dining in Dubai?
Definitely. Seba Table is a great example. It's Dubai's first plant-based fine dining restaurant. They're proving that vegan food can be just as sophisticated and creative as any other type of cuisine.
It sounds like Dubai's restaurant scene really has its finger on the pulse, embracing global trends like health-conscious eating. But let's be honest, we're talking about a city that loves to put on a show. The Manuvial report hints at some truly out-there dining experiences you can only find in Dubai. What's the story there?
Well, Dubai is all about pushing boundaries, and that definitely extends to its dining experience. We're talking about themed restaurants, experiential dining, places that transport you to another world.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example. What kind of other worlds are we talking about here?
How about dining underwater?
Hold on, are you serious? Like with the fishes?
You better believe it. The report mentions Oceano, a restaurant at the Atlantis, the Palm. They have these incredible floor-to-ceiling aquariums, so you're surrounded by marine life while you dine. Imagine enjoying your meal while sharks and stingrays glide past.
Okay, that is officially on my bucket list. What about these desert experiences I've heard whispers about?
Oh, they're incredible. Imagine venturing out into the Dubai desert, the sun setting, and then sitting down to a traditional Emirati feast under a canopy of stars.
Now that sounds magical, but it's not just about the food, is it?
Exactly. These desert dining experiences often include cultural performances, camel rides, henna painting. They immerse you in the beauty and traditions of the desert.
It's smart they're tapping into that desire for authentic, immersive experiences that go beyond just the food on your plate.
Yeah.
What else is going on in this world of unique Dubai dining?
Well, you know, Dubai loves to be at the forefront of technology, and that extends to its restaurants. The Manuvial report talks about how Dubai is embracing technology in some really fascinating ways.
Okay, now we're talking my language. What kind of tech are we talking about? Is it all robot waiters and self-ordering kiosks?
It's way more innovative than that. We're talking robot-powered cafes where robots prepare and serve your coffee.
Wait, seriously, robots are making coffee now?
They are, and they're doing a pretty good job. From what I hear, it's a glimpse into the future of dining, where automation and technology play a bigger role.
That's both exciting and a little bit terrifying. What else is on the horizon?
Think interactive dining experiences that blur the lines between the physical and digital worlds. Imagine dining in a restaurant where the walls are covered in digital screens that react to your presence, changing the atmosphere and ambiance.
Okay, that sounds straight out of a science fiction movie, but also kind of amazing.
Or imagine being handed a tablet where you can customize your entire dining experience, choose the music, adjust the lighting, even send virtual cheers to other diners.
So it's not just about the food anymore. It's about creating a fully immersive, personalized experience that's fascinating.
It speaks to the fact that in Dubai, it's not enough to just serve good food. You have to create something unique, something memorable, something that people will want to talk about and share on social media.
That makes sense. In a city with so much competition, you have to find a way to stand out, and Dubai seems to be doing that in spades. But with all this talk about robots and digital walls, are we losing sight of what really matters, the food? What does the Manuvial report have to say about that?
Well, the report emphasizes that despite all the bells and whistles, the quality of the food is still king. You can have the most high-tech, immersive dining experience in the world. But if the food is subpar, it's not going to fly in Dubai.
So you're saying it's all about finding that balance, embracing innovation and technology while staying true to the heart of what makes a great dining experience. Delicious, well-crafted food.
Exactly. It's about using technology to enhance the dining experience, not to overshadow it.
Dubai seems to have it all figured out, from robots brewing coffee to dining experiences that transport you to another world. But with all this talk about trends, I have to wonder, what's next for Dubai's dining scene? What does the Manuvio report have to say about that?
Well, no one has a crystal ball, right? But the report does highlight that Dubai is always looking for the next big thing, that next level of innovation and excitement. It's like they're constantly raising the bar.
So what's going to capture the city's imagination next? What culinary adventure awaits? What should aspiring restaurateurs be thinking about?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If I were to take a guess based on what we're seeing in the report, I'd say it's going to be about finding that sweet spot between technology, sustainability, and a hyper-personalized experience.
Okay, break that down for me. What does that look like in the real world? On your plate, so to speak.
Imagine a restaurant where your dietary needs and preferences are preloaded into a system, and the menu adapts in real time to offer you customized dishes. The Manuvio report actually mentions that personalized nutrition is becoming a big deal.
So no more scanning the menu for the one gluten-free, dairy-free, fun-free option. I could get used to that.
Exactly. And imagine if those dishes were prepared using locally sourced, sustainable ingredients, maybe even grown in a vertical farm right there in the restaurant.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Yeah.
But it does make sense. Sustainability is becoming increasingly important to diners, especially in a city like Dubai.
Right. And imagine if the entire experience was enhanced by augmented reality, where you could see the journey of your food from farm to table, learn about the nutritional content, or even watch virtual cooking demonstrations right at your table.
That's next level. It sounds like the future of dining is going to be a wild ride. But with all this focus on technology and innovation, I have to ask, will we ever get tired of the wow factor? Will there always be a demand for the bigger, bolder, more outlandish dining experiences?
It's a valid question. I think there will always be a place for those show-stopping experiences in Dubai. It's part of the city's DNA. But I also think that diners are becoming more discerning. It's not just about the spectacle anymore. It's about the substance behind it.
So it's about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
The perfect blend of innovation, quality, and authenticity.
Precisely. And I think that's what makes Dubai's dining scene so exciting. It's this constant evolution, this drive to push the boundaries of what's possible.
Well said. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hop on a plane and experience it all firsthand.
Me too. And I can't wait to see what delicious surprises Dubai cooks up next.
That's a wrap on another deep dive. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of Dubai's hottest restaurant concepts. Until next time, happy eating.